So I found a frozen body on the boat, but it's nobody that anybody here would know.
Is it somebody that you know?
I assume it is, but I don't ever quite remember who Captain Halfstore is.
Frozen like a block of ice, or just like not moving?
Wait, did you say Captain Haxor?
Halfstore.
Oh.
Frozen, not just dead.
What's that, Sully?
Frozen body, not just dead.
Okay, but I mean like magically frozen or like a block of ice?
That I don't know.
Basically a block. Basically a block of ice.
Okay.
I'm going to jog your memory. Here we go.
I'm going to ask the delivery person one last time if she needs anything else before she heads back.
Well, I would really like to, I'm not really sure the way out.
I mean, you're welcome to travel with us until we get out of here, and then you can be on your way.
Okay.
What's her name again?
Andrea.
Andrea.
That never ends well for anybody. We are the worst people to travel with.
So I ride back into the other room where my child is, and I sit down with the Spectre and Andrea and take out some food and just sit and shoot the shit.
Okay.
So, if everybody is ready for who knows what this guy will be doing, I will open this door.
Okay.
So before I open the door, though, I'm going to cast on myself protection from evil and good, so that since I know those guys are fiends, he can't charm or possess me. And any attack rolls he does against me have disadvantage and such.
All right. I'll go ahead and cast True Strike on myself.
I'm going to continue sitting on the ground and have my picnic with my daughter and this random delivery person.
Okay.
Almost as if we're completely oblivious to what you guys are doing.
Okay. So you're going to open the door?
Yeah, I'm going to open the door.
Because I think he's got a ring.
Okay.
And I'm going to hop as the water flows out.
Okay.
I'll make a roll for it. 11.
Okay, give me a con save.
Yeah. Natural 20.
Okay. You take no damage. This disheveled drow just steps out of the cell, walking through the water like it's not even bothering him. Kind of looks around, and then he looks over and he sees the magic imaging device and fixes his hair. And then just kind of looks at you guys and, well, thank you. That was rather nice.
Don't thank us yet.
Oh. Okay.
Hey, Sully.
He's not there. He's on the boat.
Hey, Sully.
I'll wander out if I hear my name.
Are you going to get your associate Danville out now?
Aaron looks to Rothgar and then looks to this drow and says, Do we attack?
We'll see.
You seem to think this man was dangerous.
He has been.
Yes, you were ready to separate his head from his shoulders.
Still ready.
Hmm.
But I still don't mind doing this the easy way.
Why do you wish to do such things? We have a common enemy. You are here for the Lich Queen, I presume.
Well, yeah.
What do you know of the Lich Queen, drow?
I know she resides here. I know she has great powers.
So you
Okay.
know just as
Tell
much
us something we don't already know. Yeah.
Hmm. She knows you're coming. And
Well, yeah.
and the more allies you have, the better.
Are you saying that you would like to be one of our allies?
I would say that I would like to kill her, yes.
What do you have against the Lich Queen?
She is wicked in her ways, imprisoned me in here. I don't know if it was for my association with all of you or just sees me as some sort of threat.
Rothgar, what is the quarrel that you had with this thing in your previous adventures?
Tracked us for a very long time, making things very difficult for us. So we finally killed him. I thought. Or maybe we left him. We didn't kill him, that's right. I think. We just left the Underdark.
Yes. But
It's
here
been
I
a
am.
while.
It has. And you also didn't have any trouble attacking your other party members. But we can all get beyond that.
So, hey Hrothgar. Or, yeah, hey Sully.
When I
Sprinkle
get
some
out there, the first thing I say is, why did we let this jackhole out?
do me a favor. Do me a favor, Sully. Sprinkle him with some of the dust.
So I'll throw some of the dust on him.
Okay.
Can,
Orange powder gets on him and he just tries to wipe it off, but it just kind of goes into his cloak.
Aaron wants to do an insight check to see if this guy is legit in what he's saying, and maybe even size him up a bit.
Okay.
Nice, 23.
This is the night of many emails.
Our captivated audience will never know.
The show notes.
Unless we have a way of relocking that door, we might as well take him with us.
Yeah.
Unless we're going to attack him. Seems like a waste of our resources.
Maybe. If he dies, no love lost.
The risk is whether or not he's working with the Lich Queen or can't.
Yeah.
Aaron looks over to Rothgar and says, he seemed... I don't know this man in the same way that you do, but I trust him. I get a good sense about him. The spirits say he's a A-okay. Their words, not mine.
The spirits are home.
Hrothgar,
An ally of convenience.
Hrothgar does not trust Aaron anymore.
So he walks over to door number 8 where Danville is. sets his hand on the door, and the magic lock vanishes. He pushes it open, and Danville comes scampering out, grabbing pieces of his novel manuscript in his hands, trying to put them in his pockets.
I'm gonna cast mending on his book.
Can you cast disguise self on us so he doesn't recognize us?
I'm gonna try to help fix his notebook.
Okay. Yeah, you are able to, as he's trying to put the pieces together, you cast a spell, it magically all goes into one, and he just sits there in awe of what you're doing. And then once it's all together, he holds it and puts it against his chest and then lays on the ground.
Glad I could help. Then I go back to my picnic.
Arn goes over or says to Rothgar, I don't see what you found so distasteful with Danville. Soul Wrench was at worst indifferent towards him.
You have to remember,
We'll see.
there was more than one Danville. There was fake Danville and then Trapper Danville. I forget which one this is.
If your Danville lasts for more than 8 hours, see a doctor.
The issue, we don't know which Danville this is anymore.
It doesn't
There were
matter.
two
We're just in a dream anyways. It's all a dream.
Yeah.
Danville is Einhorn.
So we have 2 doors left, right? Mantro and the...
You have not opened door number 7.
Old lady.
You have not opened door number 5. And you have not opened door number 3.
So Arn's a little confused and he looks over to the group and says, I thought that we killed the old lady. I believe I still have some of her ashes.
Yeah, but a lot of these people here were dead. Mantro was turned to stone. Stoyanka was dead.
No, I wasn't, Sully. The Moonlit King saved my life. Where is he? I would wish to thank him.
He's dead.
Like I said, nobody wants to actually travel with us. It's not a smart idea. I'll just look at the cardinal then. It's like, well, there's others. I'll just like watch them.
We might as well,
Sure.
if we have the ability to open all of them up, we might as well just open all of them up.
Yes, but is it wise to open up the old lady's cell? I mean, it was just moments ago, it seems, that we were fighting against her and she was an ally of the very Lich Queen that we seek to destroy.
Right, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. We should open everyone else except for the old lady, and then we can decide what we want to do with her, but all the rest of them, at the very least, we just get to hear some additional accents.
Yeah, Jacques, what do you think?
I don't think a white dragon is a good idea.
Actually, Shock and Stoyanka, could you guys have a debate, pro and con, about whether we should open the doors?
My dear Stoyanka, tell me what it is who should be released. Oh, Jacques, when I look into your eyes, I'm completely lost. I can't decide. Just you do it yourself. Oh dear, I'm not sure. I mean, it could be number 3 or number 5 or the white dragon. I'm not sure. But that accordion playing reminds me of a night together we had so long ago. I believe Matilda was there.
I think we should open the accordion door. I'm down with that.
How are you going to open it?
We still have 3 spells, right?
We got the Rakshasa. Tell him if I can do it.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Cardinal, can you open up the 3rd door for us?
I have one more spell. Is that what you wish?
Yes, please.
Well,
If we are going to fight the Lich Queen, I don't want to be... this person an ally? Is there going to help us?
Yes, absolutely.
Although we did
yes,
kind of
you yourself mentioned our need for allies.
Yes, but one's resourceful. Not like these 2 over here, the one with the magic imaging device and this old man, both wearing red cloaks. That's not a good sign.
Are these not all our allies then? Was not this person your enemy in life?
An enemy for a moment.
And now he sits here, your ally. So how is that not to say that any of the people or things within these doors are not ultimately allies?
I agree 100% with that.
I don't know. I mean, Moonflower, I'm not familiar with this cardinal. I've never fought against him myself. But whatever differences he and Rothgar and Sully may have had, there's been time since then. Things may have changed, but we were just only days ago fighting to the death against the old lady. What could have changed in that time that she would suddenly become an ally, especially if she indeed met her fate at our hands and has, by some strange magic, been brought back to life? What if that's not the Lich Queen's intentions all along? She is the Lich Queen. She has power over life and death.
Aaron,
In fact,
of all people, I thought you would understand that the one thing that have changed between all of these people from once we knew them and once they are now is just that, death. Have you not died yourself and been reborn a couple times and come out a changed person?
I cannot completely argue with that, although we don't know that each of these individuals have died.
The Cardinal looks over to you, Rothgar, and says, I can see why you drink a lot. Which door do you want open?
The accordion player.
Okay, so he walks over, sets his hand on it, the arcane lock vanishes, he pushes the door open.
Hey, Sully, do me a favor. Sprinkle a little dust on him, too.
So the door opens and this human kind of it's like straddles the door and jumps out. He looks very worn. He's got a long beard. He looks, almost skeletal-like, just like not that's the wrong word.
Emaciated.
Thank you very much. And he gets out. He kind of looks at the group and he's like, "Oh, you bastards!" So that's who let me out.
Who locked you in this place?
Some damn vampire cow thing. Looking for you guys. I told them last time I saw them, they had sold Mantro to the Rakshasa, and I didn't want to have nothing to do with them.
Is this guy Mantro?
No, this is Mantro's accordion player.
Oh, okay.
So Mantro's still stoned.
Last I heard, he was his statue was in the possession of Asmodeus. But you know, like the Roman gnome, he may have been all around the multiverse by now.
So what's your intent now that you've releasing everybody?
Collecting allies.
Where the hell are we?
Yeah, I don't know that an accordion player is going to do us much good.
Yeah.
Every team needs morale.
I
It's
don't
easier to
mind
fight
having.
to a beat.
I don't mind having a theme song. Actually, what's the writer's name? The Notebook guy.
Danville.
Danville, can you sit with Mantro and come up with a theme song for us? With lyrics and accordion music?
Yeah, if that's what you want.
I do, thank you.
Okay.
I recommend we call it Eye of the Rakshasa.
Okay, so there are now 2 doors left.
I'll nudge and whisper to Sully again, like, sprinkle some dust on that guy.
On the accordion player?
Yeah.
All right, I'll throw some more Big Beast powder on the accordion player.
And he just waves his, what are you doing?
It's fine.
Good luck.
Some guy's in some kind of weird cult or something?
To help you recover from being a prisoner.
It's not for lice, is it, or something?
For many things.
Okay.
Anyways.
All right, so are we letting the old lady out now?
And direct help.
So we can kill her again?
I do not believe there's a need to do so.
I still don't think it's wise to do so.
What, not to let her out or to not
So
kill her?
I don't think it's wise to let her out.
Oh, I mean, if she's in there, I can't imagine that some dinky arcane lock is going to keep her in there. So if she's here, we should kill her again. Otherwise, she may show up later on. Right? I mean, she's alive, so.
I do not think there's a need to kill her.
Well, I'm just saying, depending upon the conversation we have with her. But she exists, so if she is still a problem, having her behind this door doesn't really comfort me all that much. Somebody else could come along and let her out, and then we have another problem on our hands if she still is a threat.
Or she could be a plant by the Lich Queen, hoping that we bring her into our ranks, only for her to backstab us. But I think making her unalive is not a bad idea, Theria.
So Moonflower is going to unlock the door.
I forgot to change it over.
All right. Okay.
And he's going to fly over and open it up.
Okay. To the old lady?
Yes.
Okay.
I tell my child and the delivery person to go into the other room
And the accordion player.
and ask her to keep an eye on her.
Okay.
I'm sending the accordion player with them.
All right. Then I guess
Arn's,
Danville's going with them too.
Okay.
Arn's blaster cannons are raising, and Volshavath is out in preparation for battling with the old lady.
Okay. So the door opens and a very elderly woman steps out. Looks very much like the old lady as you have seen her. White hair. The veins on her skin are white. She's using like a cane, and she steps out of the cell and looks at all of you.
We have released you. Now,
Moonflower, it has been so long.
hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
What did you say? Sorry, my air is kicking really loudly.
Oh, okay. It wasn't the Vorpal rabbit this time.
No, it wasn't.
As Moonflower, it has been so long.
It has been a long time. Last time I saw you, I wanted to rip you limb from limb.
What do you mean?
Well, you know I've had trouble with my mother. You, after what happened.
What do you mean?
I mean, and I just kind of look off, and I just kind of trail off.
Okay. She hobbles her way over to you to try to get your attention.
But you are here, and you seem less aggressive than you have. What has changed?
I am the same way I've always been, Moonflower. You have... Oh, it is my twin sister that has done these things and confused you.
You two look so much alike. It's really hard.
Yes.
It's TMI.
Wait, twin sister.
Yes.
I recall some kind of story about the old lady having a twin.
Yes.
I think back in the dreamscape, we had encountered some kind of story as such. Back when I was Soul Wrench.
So, what brought you to this place?
I was taken prisoner and brought here.
Whom were you taken prisoner from? By?
Strange looking vampire cows.
Who are these vampire cows? And why have they taken these people, all of you, prisoner?
How the hell did they take you? What the fuck?
I'm in a very weakened state.
Wow. Lucky us.
So it was your twin sister that committed these atrocities.
Yes. She is the one they banished to the Underdark.
How often are you mistaken for her?
Unfortunately, for all the bad things.
Can you help us get out of this place?
I'm not sure how to get out. I will assist in any way I can.
We're not technically trying to get out. We're trying to find the Lich Queen. Somewhere in the sand.
I mean, to get out of the current cavern to the Lich Queen or wherever. Do you know where the Lich Queen's at?
I know she is past some river.
Do you know where this river is located?
Should be very close.
In the other room?
Is that a river or is that a lake?
I mean, it goes somewhere.
Yeah.
Two rivers led to a lake.
You see, do you have any power left, or are you so weakened that all you can manage is to hobble?
I could grant 2 of you resistance to cold or necrotic damage, whichever you wish.
I am already resistant to cold.
I'm well aware of that.
Yeah, I am too, actually.
Well, damage resistance is always nice. Is this temporary or permanent?
It would last for probably a day.
Though I hate to admit it, I'm not nearly as hardy as Rothgar. Although, Shaylin, what's your character's name again?
Kalen.
Kaylin. So, Kaylin, would you be needing such resistance?
Well, I wouldn't have it otherwise, so I wouldn't turn it down.
What about you, Sully? Is this something that you might require?
I mean, I'm pretty hardy as it is, but like she said, actually, I think it makes more sense for you and Kaylin to take it than me.
Very well, I will accept it.
I still have that playing card that gives me resistance, so I'm good.
Yes, you do. So she can grant you either cold or necrotic.
Either or, not both.
Correct. She mentions cold because she believes that her sister is down here somewhere.
What? It's just,
Didn't-
God damn it.
Didn't we slay your sister?
If you have, maybe she's been raised. I don't know.
Blasted Lich Queen. I will, in hopes that you are wrong, I will take the resistance to necrotic.
Yes, I will go with the resistance to cold.
Okay. So she grants you the this power, and it will last for 24 hours.
The way I
Okay.
see it, there's really two ways we can go. We can go back into the last room we were in and see where that one tunnel leads. Or, I guess there are three-way things. We can go back up to the surface and keep exploring, or we can jump on the ship and sail it out of here. Always go for no retreat.
I believe that'll get us where we need to go.
What was number 3? The boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what we need to do as well.
Perhaps we can hit a short rest or something along the way.
More ideally, a long rest.
Indeed. I would get back an Indomitable, but if not, it's fine.
What's the question? To take a rest?
Maybe we can be lucky and manage a short rest at least.
Yeah, maybe we do that on the boat.
Sounds good. Let's head to this boat then.
Is the so does the old lady's sister have a name?
Yeah, she is. This is Sheba, and the old lady is Shira.
Okay, well, so if we take a rest, will she regain the ability to reapply those resistances?
Yeah.
Those 8 hours of okay.
I mean, she might be able to help you guys out in that regard.
All right, so why don't we all go on the boat and take a rest?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so it's a long rest.
Well, we don't know how far the boat's gonna travel. Like we can't see the end of it.
Oh, I was saying we would take the rest at the dock before the boat starts going.
Okay.
Since we might just go around a corner and find, a monster or something. I don't know. We could travel for 15 minutes or for 8 hours. I have no idea.
For old times, we should have a half-hour-long argument about this.
All right, let's take a rest and set up a watch. I'll take the first.
I'll take whatever the last watch is.
I'm going to tell my daughter that she's happy to travel with us, or she can return to where she goes when she's not with me, and I'll call her later when I need her.
Okay.
Does she tell me what she wants to do?
She is sitting talking to Andrea right now.
Okay, great. All right, so I'll take the first watch.
They are giggling occasionally and looking in your direction.
Good. That was what I hoped, since she clearly doesn't seem to like me. maybe she'd like her.
So the Cardinal wants to know what your plans are is to rest.
Yeah. We're going to rest, then get on the boat. And hopefully it'll take us to where we need to go.
Okay, so whoever has the first watch,
That's me.
roll 12-sided die.
We'll use 12-sided.
9.
Okay. It's eerily quiet. There is a light tapping sound from door number 5, since that's the last door that has not been opened.
What was in that door again?
James Lighthouse II.
Oh, God damn it. Probably should get him out at some point.
He's a terrible lawyer. We can leave him in there.
All right, who's next?
The only way they got Capone in the end is with the lawyers, right?
I'll
I'll take
go
it.
next.
And the syphilis.
All right.
Okay.
Are you suggesting that maybe rather than attack the old lady, we figure out on accident charges?
I'm definitely suggesting that, yes. It wouldn't be out of character for us at all. Present a compelling legal argument against her.
Do you want this one, Soul Wrench? Or Aaron, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
D12.
Yep.
7.
You hear whimpering from cell number 5 at this point. Other than that, it is still very quiet in here.
Okay.
All right.
Third watch. I'll take it.
All right.
I got a 6.
Okay. Just a light tapping on the door. But nothing else. It's still fairly quiet. Andrea and Theria's daughter are still laughing and giggling, but trying to be silent about it.
Go to sleep, you two.
All right, next. That's so one more. Is that one more roll for it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
10.
So good. Nobody rolled an 11 or a 12. So the 8 hours have passed. Nothing eventful has happened.
Oh, my minutes!
Alrighty. Successful long rest. That's what I like.
So
I guess-
was there only one way to go on the boat, or did you say there were two ways?
One way.
Did Sully have? Sully had plenty of spells left. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Could you have put a? I have 4 spell levels left in the Ring of Spell Storing that we maybe could have put some stuff in.
I'll give you a absorb elements if you want it. If you
Yep.
used it.
Yeah, I can take one of those. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a single shield in here right now. And now a single absorb elements.
You want additional shields or something else?
The shield seems to be the most beneficial.
I can give you. At the start of the rest, I can give you a shield.
Right.
So what are you guys going to do? Round everybody up, get on the boat?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
so-
I thought that's where we were resting. But yeah, I'll get everybody together on the boat.
Okay. So it is definitely the Jezebel. Doesn't appear to have any damage. Seems to be in pretty good condition. There is no signs of anybody who have been on board, except for one individual who is an elf, but he is frozen solid in ice except for his hand, which has been chipped away and now is free.
Is it moving?
No, like somebody chipped it away, maybe to like pull a ring or something off of it.
Oh. Does this person look familiar?
No, not to any of you guys.
Can I put the card in his hand?
Yeah, no, it doesn't do anything.
Okay, then I'll take it back.
All right. Are you guys going to get James out or leave him in there?
I don't really know this lawyer, so that's up to you guys.
Leave him to die.
I mean, he's one of the few people that we've met that I don't mind.
I agree with the Lich Queen. He basically got me a worthless settlement for my terrible injuries in Labyrinth.
Actually, in all seriousness, I think we probably should let him out.
Maybe you can perplex the Lich Queen with some legal rigmarole. It's a special class feature.
Straight up there with shenanigans.
Yeah.
Can cast Chewbacca defense for us.
Nice. All right, so can we ask the Cardinal to open up that door?
You want me to open up the door for a lawyer?
For what we end up doing in various situations, it's never bad to have a lawyer with us.
Very well. So he opens the door, takes the arcane lock off it, opens it up, walks away. And out comes a young human. Looks in bad shape. Some of his you can see he has pulled his pants up, like up to his knees, and his legs are all black. He's suffered some sort of necrotic damage, and he just kind of staggers out there and falls to the ground. His books go everywhere.
Looks like you can use some healing, or at least some treatment. There we are, Sully. Might you be able to assist? We went through the trouble of freeing him.
So yeah, Dust Rumble sees him fall to the ground, and he's like, "Oh, that was brilliant, brilliant! I believed it. It was. Oh wait, no, you're really sick, aren't you? Oh my god!" Then he reaches into his pack and pulls out a big red cloak and covers him up with it. Oh, he should be fine now. Should be good.
I don't have any healing spells.
He's fine. He's got the cloak on him.
So, Sully, is that some new material you're working on? Why do you have a puppet?
It's kind of a long story, but it's like the voice of the Lich Queen.
Well, see, when we had a discussion about your great adventures, you did not tell me about your puppet skills. Is this something I got to learn now?
I mean, to the extent you want to tell the story of the Lich Queen, it is.
Okay. This changes everything now. So, all right. I see she's got wearing red too. That's very provocative.
Rakshasa, your death, the pain will be exquisite.
Please tell me whenever you got that there was like instructions for how to speak like her and everything.
We had to work that out.
All right. So, are you taking everybody with you onto the boat?
If we can fit, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, everybody will fit on there.
Mm.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys all get on the boat, shove off the dock, and start moving like across this like lake area that sort of starts to funnel into one like passage.
Should we take a quick break?
I want to go to the restroom.
I mean, we've been at it for a little while, so I don't know how much longer you wanted.
Well, we're probably gonna stop here in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
That's cool. Because probably the next parts will be a lot longer. I don't want to have to cut in the middle of something.
Sure.
Urinate in place.
So when absolutely nobody is looking, I will cast a Cure Wounds on things like that. He gets back 40 seconds.
Okay. He feels a little bit better, but he is very injured, and you believe he's probably been stricken with blindness, so he really can't see anything.
Oh my god.
I will
He's
cast
gonna-
the Lesser Restoration to cure his blindness.
Oh, and he's going to
Okay.
turn into Daredevil, the blind warrior.
That is how blindness works, basically.
He looks up at you, and he's like, "Oh, Sully. Oh, I was going to get back to you about the lab, about those walls. They're looking good."
Blinks his eyes, and all he sees is this.
Ah! No!
I'm going to be working on some rope while we sail, assuming that this is going to be a long sail. That to set up sort of like what I had on the airship, so that I can easily get from this ship to another if we come across something that we want to attack quickly.
So
Hrothgar is playing with a new ability where he's holding on to his axe and it disappears, and then it reappears, and then it disappears, and then it reappears, and then it disappears, and then it reappears. He throws it way up in the air and it disappears, and it reappears right back in his hand.
I turn to him and I say, "What do you throw to a drowning dwarf?"
Oh no.
His wife and children.
Finally, a good one.
I'm really not excited. I really don't think that's very funny. This is very serious what we're doing, and I don't think you should be making those jokes around your. I would say she's undead child, but I don't know. I'm not sure how that came to be, but that's a bad influence, I think.
Hrothgar just chuckles, walks away.
As you guys are moving out across the water, you can see these bats following you.
How many of them are there?
There are 6.
Are they flying in a V, or are they flying like a chevron, or are they flying kind of in a cloud? Or
Yeah, they're kind of scattered. In the distance you can see them flying. There is in the cavern there is a mist up at the top of the cavern that's sort of swirling around.
I'm going to cast Wind Wall in front of them.
Okay.
It says that, where is it? Small flying creatures or objects can't pass through the wall.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace after that.
Yeah, and your daughter just kind of looks at you and then looks at Andrea and it's like, you see what I mean?
Look, I didn't kill them. I tried not to kill them, and I tried to make sure no one else killed them by just telling them, leaving them behind us. I'm trying to learn from you.
So you see a sign sticking out of the water, like on a post, and there's an arrow that points in the direction you're going. It is written in Abyssal, if anybody can speak it.
Yep. Wait, let me just double check. I think that I got Abyssal. I got Infernal.
I have Abyssal.
Okay.
So what does it say?
It says Dark Layer.
I passed that along to the group.
That seems convenient.
Dark Layer?
Yep.
And the
Layer,
arrow.
like layer cake, or lair, like dragon's lair?
Like Dragon's Lair.
Oh, okay.
I don't speak Chicago, so
All right, pick up your.
So you travel just like another 5-10 minutes. There's another sign that seems to be the same, another arrow, and this time it is crossed out and written in common, real poorly. Says Starfield ahead, 5 miles.
Starfield.
Does that sound accurate? Sound like something we need?
Is Starfield written like it's a proper name, like a restaurant named Starfield, or is it like a
place?
Huh.
And as you travel, it starts to get colder. You can feel the air getting colder. Everybody give me a con save.
Oh, natural 20.
Ah.
Do
22,
resistant to cold people get any kind of
Actually-
advantage?
23.
No.
All right. 15 plus 2, 17.
Okay. So the DC is 18. If you failed, you take 13 cold damage. If you succeeded, you take 6. If you got resistance, you get half. If you're really cool, you don't take any. If you rolled natural 20, you get half of that. So if you have resistance and you roll natural 20, you should be taking like 3 damage, or right? Or less than that, I think.
Half is, yeah.
So, but there's a general chill in the air, and those of you who are up top side, or even inside, you can feel stuff hitting the boat, like pieces and chunks of ice are hitting it. And you can see the cavern walls are now covered with a little bit of ice. And then you hear a loud clang, and a big chunk of ice has hit the boat. And it's just kind of right next to it. And you hear, and you see Zepp with his magic imaging device. He's looking at it, and Conrad says, "Get in close."
All right, so if there's a giant ice chunk
Mhm.
next to the ship,
Yep.
Aaron is afraid that it may damage the hull, and so he's going to begin blasting at it with his cannons.
Okay. How far away from it are you?
Well, I imagine after I heard that, Aaron's going out of the cabin and onto the deck to look at it, and so it would be like right next. He'd be kind of right next to it.
Okay.
Like at least on wherever on the deck he can see the ice from.
Okay, so give me a perception roll.
$18.
Yeah, you are look to the side, you get the cannons out, you're ready to shoot, and you can see what looks to be a person underneath this ice.
Oh shit. Do I need to do a roll to recognize him, or am I correct in my instincts that it's who I think it is?
I don't know. I'm not a mind reader.
So as Mike the player, I'm thinking it's Levistus.
I hadn't thought of that, but it's hard to see. You know, there's an image under the ice in this big
Okay.
ice chunk. You can tell, but
Well, I mean, at this point, Aaron's main concern is not so much whatever figure may or may not be trapped in the ice, but the safety of the boat and
okay.
Aaron's allies. So he's going to begin blasting at it.
Okay. So you're blasting away. Pieces of ice are flying everywhere as this thing starts to move away. And you blast one piece, and now you can see the image of a hand, a dwarven hand. And you hear Jacques say, "Yeah, Matilda!" And he jumps from the ship and lands onto the ice block that's floating away, and he starts chipping away at it.
Okay.
Hrothgar actually
So I'll shout.
All right, give me an athletics check, Hrothgar.
All right. $27.
Okay, yeah. Hrothgar successfully leaps from the ship and lands on this floating ice chunk with Jacques as they attempt to get Matilda out of the ice.
Can I
In there. Start chipping away at it.
can I fly up and kind of help? Can I modulate my Eldritch Blast a bit to be not so forceful, but to melt the ice around it?
Okay. Yeah, working together, you guys have gotten now frozen Matilda out of the ice.
Okay. So then I'll say to Jacques and Rothgar, I'll carry her back to the boat, and then I'll come and retrieve you two.
Okay.
So then, as long as none of them are fighting me grabbing Matilda, I'll do that then.
Yeah. Okay. You bring Matilda's frozen body over and drop it on the ship with a loud plunk.
I wouldn't drop it, but I do call out for Sully. Sully, we got a frozen body here. Need some assistance.
Yeah, not that good with the frozen bodies.
So then, once I get to the deck and gently ease her onto the deck, I'll go and retrieve Rothgar and Jack.
Okay.
I mean, I'll use the shape water cantrip to try to free her from the ice.
Yeah. Yes, you free her lifeless, cold body from the ice.
Can I do like a medicine check to see how long she's been dead?
Yep.
By which I mean a wisdom check. 19.
At least a couple days.
So sorry to say, she is a bit beyond my help.
For now.
Right. I mean, there are better healers than me who could raise her back to life.
Does the Cardinal have any powers in that realm?
I might be of assistance. I'd have to examine the body.
Well, go for it.
As they bend down to examine the body, Moonflower kind of stiffens. And he mentions, "Do you feel that, Sheba?" She approaches.
Yes, and she stands up and uses her cane and walks to the front of the ship with you, and you both look. And as the mist begins to part at the top of the cavern, you see a white dragon approach.
I'm going to fly up and cast Investiture of Ice. So I'll be like in the rigging, basically.
Okay.
So I'm not freezing everyone else around me.
All right. And we will stop right there.
Alrighty.
Because I would assume that this will take more than 2 rounds, but
I don't know. With our new powers.
yep.
The good news is we could probably push your wife into my bag of holding because none of us are going to die in there.
Is this Cardinal guy, is this the vampire that I remember from the first session I played with you guys?
No, he was a good guy, the judge.
Okay,
This guy chased us through the Underdark.
He was basically the leader of the city of Whisper in the Underdark before he joined.
The leader of what?
The city of Whisper.
Okay.
He was trying to stop us from raising them all out.
All right, guys.
All right.
Alrighty. Thank you all for playing. Everybody good next week?
Yep, should be.
Yeah, I think so.
Should be.
Cool.
See you next week.
All right. Thanks.
See you then.
Later, guys.